Hey preschool parents, this is Jeff and I'm here with a Continue the Journey activity for your family. And my hope, my prayer is that this activity is really easy, really fun, and helps your kids continue their journey to find and follow Jesus. This activity is called Fear Fighters. And this week in our preschool experience, we talked about how God wants us to be brave. And we looked at a verse in Joshua where God tells Joshua not to be afraid because he's with him all the time. And then we looked at a story in the Bible in the book of Numbers chapter 13 where God asked Moses to send spies into the promised land to see how good it was. And 12 spies went out and they all came back, and 10 spies said, the land is great, but it is too scary. There's big walls and big people and big towns and they're going to get us. But 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb, came back and said, no, don't be afraid. God is with us. We can do that. And we taught the kids that when they're afraid, they can say, don't be afraid. God is with us. So here's how this activity is going to work in your house. What you need is 5 pictures of some scary things. And I could provide some, but I thought this would be really easy for you to do at home. And actually you could custom these to your kids. You know the things that your kid is scared of, and you know the things that they're not scared of. I mean, some kids are scared of big dogs. Some kids love big dogs, right? So find 5 things, that's 10. 5 things that your child is a little bit scared of. And print those out. You could draw them if you want. Probably the easiest thing to do is just do a Google search and print the pictures. And I want you to be able to fold them on a piece of paper like a little tent. So, the picture's going to be kind of half the page, and then you're going to fold it, and it's going to make a little tent. It's going to make a target is what it's going to make. And you're going to have 5 of these. And so set these up, and then remind your kids of the Bible story. A great thing to do is to read this to them. Like I said, it's found in Numbers chapter 13. I've got my little preschool Bible right here, and it summarizes that in just a couple quick pages. You can find videos of this Bible story out there on Bible apps. But share this story with your kids. Remind them of how brave Joshua and Caleb were. And then you're going to say, all right, I've got 5 pictures right here of some scary things. And each of these pictures is folded so it'll stand up. And what you're going to want to do is give them something to throw at those folded up pictures. And the easiest thing to do is just crumple up a piece of paper. But if they have a little ball or a beanbag, something like that, that will work just fine as well. So, one at a time, have your child stand a few feet back from that picture so that it's not too easy. And then ask them, does this make you feel afraid? Why does it make you feel afraid? But then give them that crumpled up piece of paper or that little ball or beanbag and tell them to say, don't be afraid, God is with us. And then to throw that piece of paper at the tent. It might take them a few tries, pick up the rebounds and give them to them, but let them knock over that thing that they're afraid of. And let them do that with all 5 pictures. And when you're all done, remind them that they don't have to be afraid because God is always with them. God is stronger and bigger than anything they're afraid of, and God has promised that He's always with them. In fact, kind of a bonus question that you can ask them when they're done is, what do you think you could say to God when you feel afraid? And you can help them put some words together that they could say to God when they're afraid. As parents, we know that that's one of the parts of preschool, that preschool age that we get to navigate with our kids. There are things that make our kids afraid that aren't necessarily real rational. I mean, thunder outside, there's really nothing to be afraid of. It's just a thunderstorm, but wow, our kids can be scared of some of these kind of things. They can be scared of the dark. They can be scared of big dogs. They can be scared of meeting new people. They can be scared of all kinds of things. And so this is one of these activities that I think in everyday life will really help your kids find Jesus and follow Him when they learn that they can rely on God to help them when they are afraid. I hope you have a lot of fun doing this week. I hope it really helps your kids with some of the fears that they may have. And I can't wait to see you all again soon. Bye-bye, guys.